3, 2. Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
And today we are honoring the anniversary not only of this album that we're going to listen to, but also of our channel. 2 years old on our channel. So 9 years ago, this artist dropped their third album, their magnum opus, 2015 March. That album is called To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick.
We're going back to that?
It's the first rap album we ever did.
Wow.
2 years ago. So
wow.
It's the 9-year anniversary of that album and the 2-year anniversary of the video.
Wow.
So yeah, you go first. You talk me through what that experience was like the first time.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely based on even the comments that I saw afterwards. Everybody was especially commenting like, wow, how could you, if this is going to be a channel where you're introducing your dad to rap music, which it really wasn't, but
I mean, partially.
You had most of that to expose me to that I just normally would never listen to. Any of the pop stuff, yes, I would have heard it, in some way or another. But, and aside from like the big hits of Kanye, I had no idea who any of these people were.
Now it's going to be nice, like as a whole project. You know who you're getting into. It'll be curious to look at both reviews then. Oh, I'm gonna edit
are
it
you?
so that I'm gonna put clips for each song.
Oh gosh,
so we can see. It's gonna be cool to watch.
Oh
back.
Wow, to see how fat I've gotten in 2 years.
So
oh gosh,
so yeah, like there's a couple tracks I remember you liked, you clicked with, but overall, it was just a lot to get thrown into. It's not the most basic rap album by any means.
I remember having a lot of questions too, like what does Pimp a Butterfly mean? Is it like code or something?
Yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. I'm way less nervous to show you it than I was the first time, that's for sure.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that was a very stressful.
Who knew? That was crazy.
But I'm glad I hung in there. Didn't give
you
up.
stuck to your guns because we could have done.
It was tough. It was tough.
Yeah, I mean, there could have been anything you could have picked. You could have. We could have gone easy. You could have picked something
very basic.
Yeah,
but
or something like something like the Daft Punk or just some
easy
instrumental.
listening.
Yeah, where I would. But this was about breaking down the lyrics, and I mean, I was still looking at the phone.
Yeah,
for lyrics.
But I think now, like even just your ear for that, like just hearing
I don't
the
even
lyrics
need it anymore.
I think you're going to be able to really hone in on it.
I think so too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
So yeah, 2 years later.
Wow.
The first time we've ever done a repeat reaction. It's not going to be it's not going to be like a theme, but I think this is fitting for
it'll
revisiting the first rap album.
Always have some sentimental value to it.
2 years later.
Okay.
Thank you all. 2 years on our channel.
Yeah.
If you were here from the beginning or if you're here new, welcome either way. The first track of this album is called Wesley's Theory. This is a collaboration between Kendrick, George Clinton, and Thundercat, who's a producer who both of those guys kind of had their hands in this. Both have some jazz background, musician-wise, which is a big theme sonically of this album. So the intro track is called Wesley's Theory. Let's see if this brings back any...
Yeah, I remember that.
Every nigga is a star. Every nigga is a star. Every nigga is a star.
Very shocking thing to hear for your first rap album back then.
Yeah.
Every nigga is a star. Who will remind that you and I and every nigga is a star.
Hit me! When the four corners of this collide. You'll slip through the cracks, hoping that you'll survive. Gather your wit, take a deep look inside. Are you really who they idolize? To pimp a butterfly.
Sound is great.
At first I did love you, but I just wanna fuck. But what for? When I get signed, homie, I'm acting fool. Hit the dance floor, strobe lights in the room. Snatch your little secretary bitch for the homies. Blue-eyed devil with a fat-ass monkey. I'ma buy a brand new Cuddy on Vows. Truck the hood up 2 times, deuce flow. Platinum on everything, platinum on one ray. Married to the game and a bad bitch shows. When I get signed, homie, I'ma buy a strap. Straight from the CIA, set it on my lap. Bitches burn all across the board. Get strong, but what for?
Yo, what's up? It's Trey. Remember the first time you came out to the house? You said you wanted a spot like mine. But remember, anybody can get it. The hard part is keeping it, motherfucker.
What you want? You a house, you a car, 40 acres and a mule, a piano, a guitar, anything. Say my name is Uncle Sam on your dog. Motherfucker, you can live at the mall. Christmas, tell them what's on your wish list. Get it all, you deserve it, Kendrick. And when you hit the White House, do you? But remember, you ain't passed economics in school. And everything you buy, Texas will deny. How Wesley sniped your ass before 35.
Yeah, looking down is quite a drop. Looking good when you're on top.
Yeah.
Woo, we're back.
I mean,
What's that like
it's such
from last time to now?
yeah, even better. Because I can hear the genius in it.
It's like a whole new album. It must be. Hearing
Yeah.
that.
It feels like I can hear the geopolitical statements, I can hear the racial comments, but the way he plays with the stretching out even of some of his lines, I've never heard anything like it. Plus the whole chaotic sound in the background, you know, about going and mentioning going to the White House. It just feels like he's saying so much about himself too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, feels like Christmas. Kendrick, go get it. You deserve it.
What you want. That whole line that repeats.
Yeah.
House to a car.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam, the taxes, everything gets
Get 2 of everything.
everything gets thrown at you in that
Yeah.
first track.
That's what's so, you know, you can sit there and feel like you're being blasted
Yeah.
with
Which
information.
which you do now, but at least it's like, oh, you're kind of seeing,
Yeah.
wow, this is like a genius brain that's
While the whole time there's still that the driving, you know, funk
lines and
underneath.
stuff.
But I just love the, you know, firing out of the cannon. Track 1.
no slow build
No,
at all.
no.
With pretty much any Kendrick album, most of his intros are like, you're getting thrown right into whatever
Yep.
theme he has going on, or
And he mentions To Pimp a Butterfly like right up
Yep.
front in the song.
yeah,
So
great intro.
Yeah.
Great intro.
I mean, you know, he's giving you a glimpse even into
a
what
little
he's about
piece
to
of what's about to unfold.
Yeah. I think rap is going to be hard for me, Mike, honest.
Why?
I just don't. I think it's like every stereotypical thing I've ever believed that it's put out for, and it's for the shock of the lyrics. I don't see the appeal. This song for me is what would like I would just hear this and figure the rest of the album is like that, and it's never engaged me in any way.
That's gonna go right into For Free Interlude, track 2.
You motherfucker. You a hoe ass nigga. I don't know why you tryna go big, nigga. You ain't shit. Walking around like you God's gift to earth. Nigga, you ain't shit. You ain't even buy me no outfit for the 4th. I need that Brazilian wavy 28 inch. What the fuck is really going on?
This dick ain't free. You looking at me like it ain't a receipt, like I never made ends meet, eating your leftovers and raw meat. This dick ain't free. Living in captivity, raised my cap salary, celery, telling me green is all I need. Evidently all I seen was spam and raw sardines. This dick ain't free. I mean, baby, you really think we could make a baby name Mercedes without a Mercedes Benz on 24-inch rims, 5% tint and air conditioning vents? Hell fucking no. This dick ain't free. Been relentless, fuck forgiveness, fuck your feelings, fuck your sources, all distortion. If we fuck, it's more abortion, more divorce, course and portion. My check with less endorsement left me dormant, dusted, dude, disgusted, force weight, fuck you fingers and more shit. Porcelain pipes, pressure, bust them twice, choices, devastated, decapitated the horseman. Oh, America, you bad bitch. I picked cotton and made you rich. Now my dick ain't free.
I'ma get my Uncle Sam to fuck you up. You ain't no king.
You know, not knowing before what I was hearing, but realizing, you know, this is all, you know, it's so clever taking what sounds like just, you know, a relationship rant, you know, with some homegirl.
Yeah.
But it's not even that, you know, it's a statement.
Yeah.
And I mean, the last minute there of just the music building, it feels like, what was that movie that we watched with the drummer and
Whiplash.
Yeah, it feels like that. It feels like that right at the end, like just, you know, like the musicians going as quickly as they can
as his rap,
and he's just on it, matching
out
it
as fast as it can.
Yeah, even with the breaks, because you could hear it stopping. The jazz was stopping. That's not just even a jazz sample. That was a jazz segment.
Yeah, a lot of the album has full jazz ensembles.
Yeah. Other than that, it was just a rap.
It's
some rap lyrics.
Yeah, it's this one will take a while, but
okay.
I think the more we get into it, it's gonna be a process. But I think if you keep an open mind and let it go as we go on, I think
King Kunta or Kunta?
King Kunta. Yeah.
So you got to have an appreciation for how that sounds to include it in your music.
Yeah. Great though.
I mean, he just, you know.
Great.
Yeah. I'm probably going to have less to say this time.
Well, right.
Because it's
just going to be more of an appreciation.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be very many questions as opposed to.
Yeah, but at least you'll be able to like just
wow,
take this in for like what it is. So again, that transitions directly into track 3, which is King Kunta.
I got a bone to pick. I don't want you monkey mouth motherfucker sitting in my throne again. I'm mad, but I ain't stressing. True friends.
What a baseline.
Oh yeah.
Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off him. Kunta, black man taking no losses. Oh yeah. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off him. When you got the yams. What's the yams? The yam is the power that beat.
Good thing your neck healed up.
Perfect timing.
And if I got a brown nose for some gold, then I'd rather be a bum than a motherfucking bum. Oh yeah. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off.
Michael Myers,
black man taking no
sound in the back. Yeah.
Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off. When you got the yams. What's the yams? The yam brought it out of Richard Pryor. Manipulated Bill Clinton with desires. And I put that on my mama and my baby boo too. 20 million walking out the court building, woo woo. Oh yeah, fuck the judge, I made it past 25. And now I was a little nappy-headed nigga with the world behind him. Life ain't shit but a fat vagina. Screaming, Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Limo tinted with the gold plate, straight from the bottom. Mr. Belly of the beast, from a peasant to a prince to a motherfucking king. Oh yeah.
You know I'm not going to be commenting while this is going on. There's not.
You just gotta take it in.
Yeah, man, I remember it well. We want the funk. Gotta have some funk. Oh, we want
all
the
the
funk.
references to.
Gotta have the funk. We want the funk.
remember you was conflicted.
Oh, I thought there was more. I remember him having little pieces of.
He slowly unravels the poem.
Yeah, that was a nice Easter egg thing to remember too.
Yeah,
because then at the end he reads the whole thing.
Right.
Oh man, I got chills just knowing that's coming because
you get little.
Yeah, I was ready to hear it, and then I was like, oh no, wait a second, it's just little pieces.
What I mean, track.
I
Holy
remember
shit.
this being probably. I can't remember if I liked it as much as I like it now.
You definitely liked it.
Oh man,
the most on the first listen, but I could imagine you liking it a
Oh,
lot
my
more
goodness.
now than that first time.
I mean, the Michael Jackson references,
Again, the political talks
statements, the
temptation.
beat plus the beat of just trying to,
just the bass line.
And that little Michael Myers, scary.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
It's, and talking about the yams, I got
What's
the
the
yams.
yams?
Yeah, you can smell it when I'm walking down the street.
Oh man, there's so much musical elements that are happening. Guitars, drums.
Yeah, if you don't like that, I
saxophones.
don't think you don't have a pulse. I mean,
And it's crazy too, going from For Free, which is so fast and hectic, to a slow. Bitch, where you and I was walking down in the game. He slows it right down and brings that funk in. It's like a total different. It's so good.
Okay, cool, danceable, got good bass, good rhythm. The verses were cool, and Annie, are you okay? That's a Michael Jackson.
Yep. Yeah, he's a huge fan of Michael Jackson.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one was
a little warmer.
It was, tame compared to the second one.
Yeah. And
there's going to be very little commentary throughout it because
it's going to be a lot more enjoyment.
It's so.
And once you hear those first words, right, you remember the.
I did. I forgot because I was ready for him to say
the poem.
More, and then wait a second, he's going to give me little bits, and then at the end he's going to read the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I think I got emotional when he read the whole thing because I was fixated from the opening to the end.
I'm already glad you're. I mean, it's.
Oh my gosh. And this is a long. It's like
album,
right?
19 tracks, 16 tracks.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But hour and 20 minutes because there's some long tracks.
Okay.
So that goes into Institutionalized, which is Kendrick, Bilal, Anna Wise, and Snoop Dogg. Not even gonna say one of my favorite Kendrick songs because I could say that for most songs on this album.
And the richness of the sound.
Oh man,
it's just.
I think it sounds better with me turning it up.
The way you tweaked it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Very clear.
Yes.
What money got to do with it? When I don't know the full definition of a rap image. I'm trapped inside the ghetto and I ain't proud to admit it. Institutionalized, I keep running back for a visit. Hold up. Get it back.
Bulletproof my Chevy doors, laid in the White House, singing high, Lord. Whoever thought, Massa, take the chains off me.
Even the way he laid that out sounds almost like in the old days he would play something backwards to hear like a hidden message. He makes it sound like that, but the message is you don't have to play it backwards.
About some chocolate, quid pro quo, something for something, that's the obvious. Oh shit, flow so sick, don't you swallow it. Biting my style, you salmonella poison positive. I can just alleviate the rap industry politics. Milk the game up, never lactose intolerant. The last remainder, a real shit, you know the obvious. Me, scholarship, no, streets put me through colleges. Be all you can be, you looking at artists like the harvests. So many rollies around you and you want all of them. Somebody told me you thinking about snatching jewelry. I should've listened what my grandmama said to me. Shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass, nigga. Shit don't change until
what a
you
track.
get up and wash your
Now we get into the
ass.
storytelling, right? These storytelling tracks.
Get up and wash your ass, nigga.
It's a recession, then why the fuck he ain't king of diamonds? No more living, boy, make my 4-4. When I see him put the per diem on the floor. Now Kendrick know they your co-workers, but this gon' take a lot for this pistol go cold turkey. Now I can watch on the TV and be okay, but see I'm on the clock once that watch landing in LA. Remember still from the rich and giving it back to the poor. Well, that's me at these awards.
I guess my grandmama was warning the boy. She said, shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass, nigga.
The change in voice to do
shit don't change
different person.
Yeah.
Wash your ass.
Took his show money, stashed it in the mosey wosey. Hollywood's nervous. Fuck you, good night, thank you much for your service.
Yeah, a little bit heavier there, message-wise.
Yeah, he gets more into the storytelling aspect.
Be all
now.
you can be, you know, trying to say, you know, got to go into the army, but even the flow was a little heavier in the lyrics he was delivering. It wasn't intended to be soft.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's a great story of, you know, him coming up big and then bringing his clique of people to a rich environment, and then them not being able to turn off their instincts. Which again, another theme of this album is him and his people back home and who he grew up with, and how his fame is now starting to affect, you know, his relationship with those people and their relationship with him.
Sure.
You know, it's a whole new world that he's entering.
Yeah, discovering, you know, the leeches versus the hanger-ons, and you know, the true friends, which, you know, must be really, really hard to do when you're that wealthy.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't get where these lyrics
what
come
are you
from.
not getting?
I can't identify. I mean, that's one thing, and I find it so hard to understand how speaking in music got these guys so rich.
Oh, great track. Great track. Not really any bad ones on here.
So. No.
Track 5 is called These Walls.
Oh, this was my favorite.
This is Kendrick, Bilal, Anna Wise, and Thundercat again.
Yeah, this was pretty.
Sex. She just wanna close her eyes and sway. With you. Exercise her right to work it out. It's true.
Has a Michael Jackson feel there, huh?
Yeah. This is one of the few tracks that Kendrick had a hand in producing. So smooth.
Swim good, no boat, I float better than he would. No light jacket, I'm not the God of Nazareth, but your flood can be misunderstood. War telling me they full of pain, resentment. Need someone to live in them just to relieve tension. Me, I'm just a tenant. Landlord said the wall vacant more than a minute. The wall are vulnerable. If these walls can talk, I can feel your rain when it cries.
It's like a dreamlike.
Very Prince-like. Prince used to
which
think,
you know is one of his big. Now you know
you can hear it.
Major influence on him.
The wall can talk, they tell me to go deep. Yelling at me continuously, I can see your defense mechanism is my decision. Knock these walls down, that's my religion. I beg to differ, I must have missed them. I'm not involved, I'd rather diss them. I'd rather call on you, put your wall up. Cause when I come around, demolition go. If these walls can talk, I can feel your rain when it cries. If your walls can talk, they tell you it's too late. Your destiny accepted, your fate. Build accessories and stash them on the yard. Take the recipe, the Bible and God. Wall telling you that commissary is low. Race wars happening, no calling CO. No calling your mother to save you. Homies to say you're reputable, not acceptable. Your behavior sent me to board like a killer that turned snitch. Walls is telling me you're a bitch. You pray for pills, hoping the warden would afford them.
That sentence so important.
Walls telling you to listen and sing about me. Retaliation is strong, you even dream about me. Kill my homeboy and God spared your life. Dumb criminal got indicted same night. About the only girl cared about you when you asked her. And how she fucking on a famous rapper.
Walls can talk.
there's so much time was given to the choice of these walls, and I still pick up a combination of sex and memories of being in a room, but also the walls of, like, you know, a woman and
prison walls.
Yeah, and he just, you know, he talks about it being pink and you know, if your walls could talk. I mean,
yeah. So
there's so many.
Yeah.
He you know.
So I'll quick recap what I probably told you the first time, but again, it's been so long. So the first 2 verses are him talking about mainly sex, and
right. You know, start with the moans and
what the emotion is behind the sex, and
right.
You know, her emotions, his emotions. The 3rd verse is then when it kind of flips, where he's talking about, where Kendrick is directly talking to someone about their walls, which is prison walls. And he says the whole thing about
Sammy the Bull turned snitch.
Yeah, killed my homeboy and God spared your life. Dumb criminal got indicted the same night because someone that had killed his friend in Compton escaped and got away, but then drove into a police car that was parked that same night, and they arrested him and indicted him for murder. So this song is Kendrick writing a letter to the guy in prison about him having sex with his girlfriend, about how much he's enjoying it.
Ooh.
And saying, like, about every girl, the only girl who cared about you when you asked her, and how she's fucking on a famous rapper as well. That's what he says here. So it's his, like, it's his letter to the guy in prison.
Yep.
Like, well, you got what you deserved.
Oh yeah.
But just to take the concept of walls,
the
and
way
how everyone's walled in,
and it's used so many different ways. Yeah,
it's just fucking incredible.
Very, very clever. It's not even really. I wouldn't even put it in the category of like hip hop or rap. It's just
incredible.
It's just a work of art.
Yeah,
you know.
He was in prison. He was with his girlfriend, and he wants him to think about it. He's in the prison as sort of a revenge for him.
So is he also saying he realizes that he misused his, he abused his power?
Well, yeah,
that he was full of resentment, and it didn't help him.
This is the beginning of a poem, and that poem will continue to unravel as the album goes on.
Okay.
And to do all that and make something that complex and just make it sound so
like
enjoyable.
An easy listening thing.
Just so good.
Right.
Smooth raps, great hook, great production.
Even if you didn't want to take the time to
understand all of it.
Yeah.
You could just be like, that's a great song. So These Walls goes right into You, which I'm sure that title it has stuck with you for a long time. I know it has, because still up until now, there's been videos or rap things where you've referenced this track. So
resentment that turned into a deep depression. Found myself screaming in the hotel room. Loving you is complicated. Loving you is complicated. Loving you is complicated. Loving you is complicated. Loving you is complicated.
His use of the jazz is so impressive.
Yeah.
That's what makes it feel so less hip hop and more
some other
experience. Like you're hearing like an epic movie. This is the first time I heard him do that. Inflection.
This breaking of the voice, screeching.
But you ain't shit, I'm confidential, tolerance, nothing special. What can I blame you for? Nigga, I can name several. Loving you is complicated. Loving you is complicated. Loving you is complicated. Loving you, not loving you. 100 proof.
I can feel your vibe and recognize that you're ashamed of me. Yes, I hate you too.
You the reason why mama and them leaving. No, you ain't shit. You say you love them. I know you don't mean it. I know you irresponsible, selfish, your denial can't help it. Your trials and tribulations a burden. Everyone felt it, everyone heard it. Multiple shots, corners crying out, you was deserted. Where was your antennas again? Where was your presence? Where was your support that you pretend? You ain't no brother, you ain't no disciple, you ain't no friend. I know your secrets, nigga. Mood swings is frequent, nigga. I know depression is resting on your heart for 2 reasons, nigga. I know you and a couple black boys ain't been speaking, nigga. Y'all damn near beefing, I see it, and you're the reason, nigga. And if this bottle could talk, I cry myself to sleep, bitch. Everything is your fault. Falls breaking to pieces. Earthquakes on every weekend. And if this marriage could talk, it'll say you gotta go. And if I told your secrets, the world of no money can't stop a suicidal weakness.
Never heard anything like it before or since. Just the fact that he's able to even get those words out. You know, you can hear him crying. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I remember you telling me even what that was like. But I can't. You know how you like when you get so emotional and choked up, you can't even get the words out. Yeah. I don't know how he managed to get keep the, like, you have to be so angry and so hurt to be able to express that in such a painful way for it to sound coherent.
You know, he's just taken this art form and
elevated using it in
the modern age.
Yeah, using it in a way that, you know, no one could have imagined. Wow, that got to me, bro. Ugh. Can identify with that pain. I hate to admit it, but yeah, that change in his voice was everything.
And just, I mean, it's just one of those tracks that like feels like you shouldn't. We said it when we did the first time. Like, I think I described it the same way. Like, it sounds like something you shouldn't be hearing at all. Yeah. Like, this sounds like something that an artist would record on their own and just never put into a project,
into the universe,
because it's so
right.
Like, it's so like you're alone with him in this hotel room and he's drunk and he's. But like I said last time, the perfect follow up is All Right, track 7.
Oh yeah.
Produced by,
it's gonna be all right.
Yeah. Produced by Terrell. One of the best.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with myself that I remember this, because I did not go back to this.
Well, I think that just shows the
really
impact that it probably, even not fully grasping it, it's still
because
stuck in your head.
How many times have you told me some of these other albums and you'd say, "Oh, you heard this one on," and I'm like, "If you say so." But this one I remember, sure. Yeah.
All's my life I has to fight, nigga. All's my life hard times like bad trips like Nazareth. I'm fucked up, homie, you fucked up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me?
Terrell singing the hook, obviously.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright.
Yeah, stick to the features, Terrell. Don't.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you from the face down. One Mac 11, even boom with the bass down.
Nothing can take away his production abilities.
Only put me in the twilight. With pretty pussy and Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I like, Lord knows. And we hate po-po. Wanna kill us dead in the street for sure. Nigga, I'm at the preacher's door. My knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright.
How can I still remember this?
It's an anthem.
We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright.
I can see the evil, I can tell it. I know it's illegal. I don't think about it. I deposit.
Now, he said that before in another song. You could live in the mall for 48%
a
couple times.
Get another dollar just to keep you in the presence of your Chico. I don't talk about it, be about it. Every day I sequel. If I got it, then you know you got it. Heaven, I can reach you.
Loving me is complicated. Too afraid of life changes. I'm alright in your favor. Dark dark nights and my prayers.
I remember you was conflicted, so I went running for answers.
So clever to be piecing it together
Yeah.
like that in
And how-
different tracks.
It's like the last lines of everything he says directly relates to,
The next,
right? Like the screaming in a hotel room, running for answers.
either the next one or the one that he just finished.
It all ties into the music.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I don't know for sure which was first. Like it must have been a crazy process to like make this long poem and then construct the tracks that correlate to the different parts and
Almost unfathomable.
yeah.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
do you do it? I don't know.
Yeah, I believe that was the lead single or one of the two lead singles before this record came out, which is a great single to put out.
Yeah.
Catchy, great raps.
Yeah.
Uplifting.
But in the scheme of the
album
tracks,
it makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
as well.
right after You is just,
To pick himself up at the
hopefully
preacher's door.
Yeah.
Trying.
Yeah, trying. Still trying. Hey, I get why you're introducing me to this because there's more to it. I'm talking about an artist here who's putting emotions and real world experience into, and if you strip away, so two things I'm getting. Strip away the lyrics, you got some pretty decent jazz on this one, maybe even a couple others. Strip away the music, you've got some pretty powerful poetry.
Yes. Again, it's like,
I
what
know.
else is there to say?
I
now?
know.
Like just
Yeah.
a classic track. So that goes right into For Sale Interlude. So you have For Free Interlude, track 2. Then you have For Sale Interlude, which is track 8.
So I went running for answers.
Running for answers. And he's out of breath when the track starts.
Now baby, when I get you, I'ma go hit the throttle with you. Smoking, looking, poking the danger till I'm out with you. Cause I want you. Now baby, when I'm riding dirty. Registration is out of service. I remember you took me to a mall last week, baby. You looked me in my eyes about 4 or 5 times till I was hypnotized. Then you clarified that I want you. You said Shireen ain't got nothing on Lucy. I said, you crazy? Rose are red, violets are blue, but me and you both pushing up daisies if I. Lucy go fill your pockets. Lucy go move your mama out of Compton inside the gigantic mansion like I promised. Lucy just wants your trust and loyalty. Avoiding me, it's not so easy. I'm at these functions accordingly. Kendrick, Lucy don't slack a minute. Lucy work harder. Lucy gon' call you even when Lucy know you love your father. I'm Lucy.
Intoxicating. Like,
Sign on
yes. Come to me.
Also, again, him like openly stating, I did not go the way that a lot, like I was saying, a lot of these rappers coming up, you see that check and you're like, I'm taking it.
Well, it also, I mean, yeah, we'll get to that.
The evils of Lucy was all around me. So I went running for answers until I came home.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. You know, it definitely also proves how this genre not only can, you know, fulfill your wildest dreams, but also, you know, the pull of the negativity of almost, you know, maybe even taking his life or, you know, thinking about it at least. If you're in any way, shape, or form unstable emotionally, mentally, and have all this stuff heaped upon you, you know, especially if he grew up marginalized or, you know, in any way feeling like he, you know, struck the lottery. But the fact that it all comes from your own ability, that's another thing. Like, you know, I didn't just, you know, invent a you know,
You didn't stumble upon.
I didn't invent something.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't come up with a product that everybody needs. This is just my voice and my words.
Yeah.
And not only that, but, you know, the famous magic number of 27 for a lot of, you know, young artists who didn't make it past that age. And he,
especially in rap.
And he acknowledged that. He said, you know, 25, he said 26, he said, or something, right? And he said, what?
Yeah, so he's right.
I'm right there. And, you know, the timing was right for conflict to go a completely different way. So
you caught on to the
Lucifer for sale with a question. I mean, I could hear that, you know, go to church, but, you know, I know the Bible too, fallen angel, all that stuff. So yeah, many guys, you know, many entertainers unfortunately fell victim to, you know, all the trappings.
Well, thank God he didn't.
Yeah, and it's just, but again, to be that vulnerable and talk about it,
and to acknowledge that these are the thoughts happening.
Yeah, is a lot different than walking around like you're God's gift and, you know, having flex tracks left and right.
He had every right to at this point.
Of course,
with his
of course,
fame and, you know, coming off such a massive record. But
of course.
So yeah, that goes right into track 9, which is called Momma.
Yeah, it just adds to like the fairy tale type of telling.
Oh shit! I need that. I need that sloppy. That sloppy. Like a Chevy in quicksand. Yeah. That sloppy.
This feeling is unmatched. This feeling is brought to you by adrenaline and good rap. Black Pendleton, ball cap. We don't share the same synonym, far back. Been in it before internet had new acts. Mimicking radio's nemesis made me whack. In every decision, Kendrick gets mastered. That mastered it, isn't it? Lovely how menaces turn attraction. Pivoting rappers finish a fraction while writing blue magic. Thank God for rap. I would say it got me a plaque, but what's better than that? The fact it brought me back home.
We've been waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting.
I don't know how it still shocks me after hearing it 100 times.
I know everything. I know everything. Know myself. I know morality, spirituality, good and bad health. I know fatality might haunt you. I know everything. I know Compton. I know street shit. I know shit that's conscious. I know everything until I realized I didn't know shit. The day I came home.
Great verse.
Waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you.
I met a little boy that resembled my features. Nappy afro, gap in his smile. Hand-me-down sneakers bounce through the crowd. Running number home men and women that crossed him. Sunbeaming on his BDBs, exhausted. Tossing footballs with his ashy black ankles. Breaking new laws, mama passed on home training. He looked at me and said, Kendrick, you do know my language. You just forgot because of what public schools have painted. Oh, I forgot, don't kill my vibe, that's right, you're famous.
This is a world for me.
I've been looking for you my whole life, and every time for the feeling I can barely describe. Why you reside? Is it in a woman? Is it in money or man? Tell me something, got me losing my mind. You make me wanna jump, jump, jump.
Let's talk about jump, jump, jump. Let's talk about jump, jump, jump. Let's talk about jump, jump, jump. Let's talk about.
I've been looking for you my whole life, and every time for the feeling I can barely describe. Where you reside? Is it in a woman? Is it in money or man? Tell me something, think I'm losing my mind. I say where you at, from the front to the back. I'm looking for you, I react only when you react. I thought I found you back in the ghetto when I was 17 with the 30th best show. Maybe you in a dollar bill, maybe you're not real. Maybe only the wealthy get to know how you feel. Maybe you're paranoid, maybe I don't need you anyway. Don't lie to me, I'm suicidal anything. I can make you have again, I can bridge for you if you tell me what the matter is.
I mean, even the fade out is like its own, you know, it sounds like it's insignificant, but if you really listen in on, you know,
it's one of my favorite parts of the whole song.
It's like he's going into a whole nother,
it's like he's
a story that, you know, like I ran out of time, so I got to just, you know, fade out here.
It makes you feel like he could just do this.
Oh, it could be
endlessly.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane.
There's so much in that track.
There's very few artists that are willing to open themselves up about their past and risk combining that with the chance to be, wildly famous and rich.
Yeah.
Where rap gives you the chance, I think, to do simply that, to connect and to put my thoughts and feelings of my life.
Yeah.
Oh, forget about it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, each verse is like its own.
The little kid talking to him as if, giving him words of advice.
Yeah.
What do you know now? You're a big shot.
Oh, famous guy.
Yeah. I mean,
thinking that he knew everything.
But the whole part of I knew myself, I know this,
Yeah.
I know that, that was great.
And then
that's great.
And then the day I realized I didn't know shit was when I came home.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
No. Yeah.
Track 10 that it goes into is Hood Politics.
K-Dot, pick up the phone, nigga. Every time my call is going to voicemail. Don't tell me they got you on some weirdo rap shit, nigga. No socks and skinny jeans and shit.
I've been A1 since day one, you niggas boo-boo. Your homeboy, your block that you're from, boo-boo. Little hoes you went to school with, boo-boo. Baby mama and your new bitch, boo-boo. We was in the hood, 14 with the deuce. 14 years later, going hard like we used to on the dead homies. On the dead homies. I don't give a fuck about no politics and rap, my nigga. My little homies done a deuce, ain't never coming back, my nigga. So you better go hard every time you jump on wax, my nigga. Fuck what they talk about, your shit is where it's at, my nigga. Came in this game, you stuck your fangs in this game. You want no chain in this game, your hood, your name in this game. The project filled with cameras, the LAPD gambling, scrambling, football numbers slandering. Niggas' names on paper, you snitched all summer. Streets don't fail me now. They tell me it's a new gang in town. From Compton to Congress, set tripping all around. Ain't nothing new but a fluid new Democrats and rap blood against red state versus a blue state. Which one you governing? They give us guns and drugs, call us thugs, making they promise to fuck with you. No condom, they fuck with you. Obama say what it do.
Obama say what it do. Obama say what it do.
I've been A1 since day one, you niggas boo-boo. Top box in my land by a landslide. Nah, homie, we too sensitive. It spill out to the streets. I make the call and get the coast involved. The history repeat. But I resolved inside that private heart while sitting down with Jay. He said it's funny how one verse can fuck up the game. I've been A1 since day one, you niggas boo-boo. I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence. Or maybe how A1 my foundation was. But while my loved ones was fighting a continuous war back in the city, I was entering a new one.
The rapping on that was just, top tier.
Yeah.
But I'd say overall for me that one particular track wasn't as I know it's epic in terms of how he's, delivering it.
He gets on his hip hop shit a little bit there.
Yeah, it was a little even now it's still a little hard to maybe I'm not there on that level.
It's a great track, though.
No doubt.
I mean,
it
rapping
fits,
wise,
everything fits. Yeah, the story.
Yeah.
It felt like it's needed in there, but it's not my.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
it's definitely
it's
definitely a
needed.
different sound than a lot of the other tracks on the record.
Yeah,
it's a little
heavy on the lyric, heavy on the flow.
Yeah, definitely a little chest out,
less musical.
Harder.
Yeah,
Compton.
I like
street rap.
Yeah, an interesting story now that I know where he's going. I'm hearing. I'm feeling like I'm getting to know this person. How do you come out of that and become this? It's amazing to me. It really is. I could hear a little bit of that, do like almost like how Big Papa. I love it how they call that.
Well, that's a very it's a very common Bay Area
Wu-Tang
rap sound.
Yeah,
like Bay Area, like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Which he is paying homage to.
Yeah, you can
at this
hear
album.
it. It was on this one, and I think the one right before it.
Track 11 is called How Much a Dollar Cost. This is featuring Ronald Isley and
yeah.
James Fauntleroy.
Yeah, Ron Isley.
Ron Isley, of
Very famous.
yeah. When was that? We were just talking about Isley Brothers. It wasn't that long ago. I don't remember. One of the
I think
albums.
it was a while ago, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to keep up.
100 videos. It's easy
Yeah.
to lose track.
Yes, track 11.
Smooth jazz again to open.
I say probably Kendrick's best storytelling track of all time, in my opinion. Great drums.
How much a dollar really costs? The question is detrimental, paralyzed in my thoughts. Parasites in my stomach keep me with a gut feeling, y'all. Gotta see how I'm chilling once I park this luxury car. Hopping out feeling big as Mutombo. 20 on pump 6, 30 Marcellus called me Dumbo. 20 years ago, can't forget. Now I can lend them an ear or two. How to stack these residuals tenfold. The liberal concept that men do. 20 on 6 and didn't hear me. Indigenous African, only spoke Zulu. My American tongue was lyric. Walked out the gas station, a homeless man with a sandy tan complexion. Asked me for 10 rand, stressing about dry land. Deep water, powder blue skies that crack open. A piece of crack that he wanted. I knew he was smoking, he begged and pleaded. Asked me to feed him twice, I didn't believe it. Told him beat it. Staring at me, I started the car, then I tried to leave. But something told me to keep it in park until I could see the reason why he was mad at a stranger. Like I was supposed to save him, like I'm the reason he homeless and asking me for a favor. He staring at me, his eyes follow me with no laser. He's staring at me, I noticed that his stare is contagious. Cause now I'm staring back at him, feeling some type of disrespect. If I could throw a bat at him, it'll be aiming at his neck. I never understood someone begging for goods, asking for handouts, taking it if they could. And this particular person just had it down back, staring at me for the longest until he finally asked, have you ever opened up Exodus 14? A humble man is all that we ever need. Tell me how much a dollar cost. So I'ma tell you like I told the last bum. Crumbs and pennies, I need all of mine. And I recognize this type of panhandling all the time. I got better judgment, I know when niggas hustling. Keep in mind, when I was struggling, I did compromise. Now I comprehend, I smell grandpa's soul medicine reeking from your skin. Moonshine and gin, nigga you're babbling. Your words ain't flattering, I'm imagining Denzel. But looking at O'Neal, you looking at the Messiah, the son of Jehovah, the higher power, the choir that spoke the word, the Holy Spirit, the nerve of Nazareth. And I tell you just how much a dollar costs. The price of having a spot in heaven. Embrace your loss, I am God.
I wash my hands, I said my grace. What more do you want from me? Tears of a cloud, guess I'm not all what it's meant to be. Shades of gray will never change if I condone.
Mr. Isley.
Turn this page, help me change to right my wrong.
Perfect fit.
I mean, that doesn't even need music, and it's done in a fast-paced delivery. But if you we know, you take those lyrics and read them. It's just,
Man.
it's like a book. It's like a parable.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just something he's, like we said, something he's so good at is just taking. So,
And obviously,
it was good that I prefaced this with saying,
the Africa story.
Yeah.
Right.
So this was him, an experience he had in South Africa where, he's at the gas station. The guy's asking him for money. I guess I never caught because I wasn't as in tune with South Africa, but he says the stranger asked him for 10 rand, which is pretty much the equivalent to an American dollar. And I noticed when I was there, like, a lot, it's a very common thing for people to ask for money. They even have like parking attendants or what are
That'll
called
watch
parking
your
attendants
spot. Yeah,
that are everywhere you go, anywhere in public. And it's just kind of like how we have tipping culture in restaurants and delivery drivers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's almost expected there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you give them something, not a lot, but you give them something every time, whether it's 5 rand or a coin. You give them something.
Right.
So it's interesting that he,
having
clearly
never experienced
having this experience.
That. Yeah, right.
And having this guy say this to him.
Right.
whether he was telling the truth or not, the idea that he could have been telling the truth is something that, you know, clearly had such a big impact.
Yeah,
on
and him just
his
perceiving like everything we know in the U.S. as you know, panhandling, you know, asking for a handout.
Like, no.
You know, but that's because we've got so much, you know, there. It's not only, it's almost like, it's not even a form of begging. I mean, you're not going to get rich off of what they're asking for, but.
Right, like he's saying, it's one bill.
Yeah.
That's what the guy says, it's one bill.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
But then he told him to open the Bible, and he says, you know, he realized he was like talking to God.
Yeah.
You know, he said,
then telling him
never had a transient stare, you know, kept me so intrigued.
And telling him that it cost him his spot in heaven.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just a great...
it's beautiful, really beautiful.
Makes you think as a listener, you know, like that, the meaning of, you know, what does this mean? What does that money mean to him? Mean to us?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Kendrick being a very rich man, successful man,
and bragging about, I keep every nickel that I make.
Right.
You know?
And then it's like, again, it's what you said before, like the vulnerability even in something like this to admit that I was like, I said no to this guy.
I was being a dick. Yeah.
And I was like, no, I need, you know, what do I owe you? Nothing.
Right. There, but for the grace of God, go I. And, you know, you never know what circumstances lead a person to be without a home.
Yeah.
And you never know what circumstances would keep them from going and getting help or going to a shelter. Those places can't be very pleasant places to be. Right. And then feeling guilty about it. He said, I knew I had to stop before I go anywhere.
And then to think back and say,
yeah,
what, like, you know,
I
what
know.
does this, and the title is perfect. How much $1 cost?
Yeah.
What does it cost to me?
Right.
What if that was the truth and that was a real thing? And that, you know, it makes you think like, what is the worth of doing the act? Track 12 is Complexion, a Zulu love, you know, kind of following now this African.
It's in his lane now.
Yeah. And this is featuring Rhapsody.
Sneak me through the back window, I'm a good field nigga. I made a flower for you out of cotton just to chill with you. You know I go the distance, you know I'm 10 toes down even if Massa listening. Cover your ears, he bout to mention Complexion.
Two steps.
Complexion don't mean a thing.
I mean, he's also very well traveled, very well. His life experience is pretty extensive for someone for his age.
Yeah.
You know, the highs and lows.
The midnight hour, her bright as the morning sun. Brown skinned, but your blue eyes tell me your mama can't run. Sneak me through the back window, I'm a good field nigga. I made a flower for you out of cotton just to chill with you. You know I go the distance, you know I'm 10 toes down even if Massa listening.
Let me talk my Stu Scott. Excuse me on my Tupac. Keep your head up, when did you stop? Love and die. Color of your skin, color of your eyes. That's the real blues, baby, like you met Jay's, baby. You blew me away. You think more beauty in blue, green, and gray. On my Solomon up north, 12 years a slave, 12 years of age, thinking my shade too dark. Ain't no contest. If you like it, I love it. All your earth tones been blessed. Ain't no stress, jigaboos wanna be. I ain't talking J, I ain't talking B. I'm talking days we got school, watching movie screens. That spike your self-esteem, the new James Bond gonna be black as me. Black as brown, hazelnut, cinnamon, black tea. And it's all beautiful to me. Call your brothers magnificent, call all the sisters queens. We all on the same team, blues and pyrus, no colors ain't a thing.
I don't see Compton, I see something much worse. The land of the landmines, the hell that's on earth.
Yeah, I mean, I would just keep going because it's just, you know, I mean, that's just, to stop and analyze that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, the whole, you're right, her feature, the complexion, the complexity, and all the uses of, you know, I know you love that stuff.
It's poetry, like you were saying. That could
is.
You don't need any music.
You don't need any music. It's meant.
The music is a giant plus of how good it is, but
it's not the center.
The lyrics are just
the centerpiece is the lyrics. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Nice message. Good music too. Good message.
loving the complexion of your skin.
Yeah. Not
Embracing
judging. Yeah.
There's something about those first few Kendrick verses that I could almost never put into words how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
Like just talking about different complexions. And
Right.
putting you back in a different time. And
Yep.
I don't know. It's
That's
hard
why,
to explain.
Well, that's why I mean, like, even
It's
for
just
his
unbelievable.
age, to have that much
like
appreciation and understanding of so many different things,
just,
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that goes right into track 13, which is then called The Blacker the Berry. Again, a perfect
Yeah.
narrative.
Yeah, complexion
into Black of the Berry. It's
Yeah. Yep.
I think you'll remember this one once you hear it.
Yeah, this is Aerosmith. Right? Dream On?
I don't think so.
Yeah, listen.
I'm the biggest hypocrite in 2015. Once I finish this, witnesses will convey just what I mean. Been feeling this way since I was 16. Came to my senses. You never liked this anyway. Fuck your friendship, I meant it. I'm African American. I'm African. I'm black as the moon. Heritage of a small village, part of my residence. Came from the bottom of mankind. My hair is nappy, my dick is big, my nose is round and wide. You hate me, don't you? You hate my people. Your plan is to terminate my culture. I'm African American. I'm African. I'm black as the heart of a fucking Aryan. I'm black as the name of Tyrone and Darius. Excuse my French, but fuck you, no fuck y'all. That's as blunt as it gets. I know you hate me, don't you? You hate my people, I can tell cause it's threats when I see you. I can tell cause your waist deceitful. No, I can tell because you in love with the desert eagle. Thinking maliciously, he get a chain then you gon' bleed him. It's funny how Zulu and Xhosa might go to war. Two tribal armies that wanna build and destroy. Or eat watermelon chicken and Kool-Aid on weekdays. Or jump high enough to get Michael Jordan endorsements. Or watch BET cause urban support is important. So why did I weep when Trayvon Martin was in the street? When gang banging make me kill a nigga blacker than me. Hypocrite.
Is this the one that won the Pulitzer?
His next album was, which this easily could be in that
right there in the conversation.
Yeah.
As painful and sorrowful as You was, is as angry and frustrating as this one is.
I mean,
and the beat to match it,
matches the
of course,
the intensity, anger, passion,
as well as the feature. You know
that sings the hook, the Jamaican voice.
Mm-hmm. Man, there's nothing like the word "fuck," huh? When you're angry. Am I going to be able to say that on the YouTube?
No, yeah, you can curse. like when you want to be aggressive, like
when you're angry. I mean, just like even in the show we watched, Ozark with Ruth. I mean, that girl
if
can
you
nail
hit that word,
yeah, if you hit it, and you feel it.
Yeah.
And this really shows the power of racism, how
it can affect someone.
He felt it.
Yeah.
He experiences it. And I'm sure, that
anger could build up.
Anger, it's there. That makes it more powerful for me to feel and understand that type of prejudice and racism, the way it's coming out in the music.
I mean, hard ass beat, but lyrically it's like
it matches. It's meant to be.
Yeah,
it had to be if he was gonna spew that,
And there's always the Kendrick twist at the end of these, right? Like all this stuff about race and color, and then gangbanging made me kill someone blacker than me.
I know, right?
He's still bringing it back, like always to him.
Yeah,
and you know, what's
like
my
an exclamation point. Yeah.
Track 14 is called "You Ain't Gotta Lie." Parentheses, Momma said.
Steady long, steady wrong, nigga. Hey, y'all close that front door. Y'all let flies in this motherfucker. Close that door. My OG up in this motherfucker right now. My pops in there with the bottle in his acting a fool. Hey, baby, check it out. I'ma tell you what my mama had said. She like,
I can spot you
a mile away. I can see your insecurities written all on your face. So predictable your words, I know what you're gonna say. Who you fooling or you assuming you can just come and hang with the homies, but your level of realness ain't the same. Circus acts only attract those that entertain. Small talk, we know that it's all talk. We live in the laugh factory every time they mention your name. Ask where the hoes at to impress me. Ask where the money bags to impress me. You ain't gotta lie to kick it, my nigga. You ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie to
The way he twists his voice is, I think I might have said it, it's Macy Gray. Oh my gosh.
But that's him doing his mom.
I know, but it comes out sounding like
how it sounds
I know,
record.
whether it's his grandmother or his mother.
Yeah.
And the world don't respect you and the culture don't accept you, but you think it's all love. And the girls gon' neglect you once your parody is done. Reputation can't protect you if you never had one. Jealousy, complex, emotional, complex, self-pity, complex, under oath, complex.
The loudest one in the room, nigga, that's a complex.
What do you got to offer? Tell me before we off here. Put you deep in that coffin. Been allergic to talking. Been aversion to bullshit and sell a dream in the auction. Tell me just who your boss is. Niggas be fugazi. Bitches be fugazi. This is for fugazi. Niggas and bitches who make habitual line babies. Bless them little hearts. You can never persuade me. You can never relate me to him, to her, or that, or them, or you. The truth you love to bend in the back, in the bed, on the floor. That's your hoe.
Yeah.
Great.
Little different, a little bit of a break after the heavier previous track, but
that's one of my favorite Kendrick
still
tracks.
quality.
One of my favorite Kendricks. I think it's one of the most underrated songs he has.
I get it though. I get it.
It's definitely something that
it takes a little bit of because everything else is so powerful. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, to me,
like you said, it's your favorite laid back track.
Yeah,
it almost like, it's almost like a like an intermission.
Yeah, to me, I still feel it as powerful as a lot of the other ones, even maybe more than a lot of the other ones, just on a personal level. I like the messaging, even though I'm not relating to his exact.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
But
yeah,
just the realization of authenticity and him being able to put acts down, especially in the presence of, his family, his mother, maybe giving him that perspective of not having to put on any front or
right.
I love that hook. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. You don't gotta try so hard.
Yeah.
You don't have to fake what you want to make in order to make something great,
Or talk about things complex, or talk about this complex. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Talk about things that, talk about what you know. You know? Don't make things up.
Yeah, or don't dumb it down to try to
that too
fit into your peers, which Kendrick has never done. He's he's always spoken from how he wants to speak and made the music he wants to make.
So I'm intrigued now at the next one, because the first one was you with the letter U. Now this is the letter I.
Yes.
Let's do this one.
Try to act any certain way.
Right.
It feels like a real coming into his own, maybe separating himself a little bit from the lifestyle that he was coming from and becoming his own man. And
and it feels like
himself.
Okay, so you had your trip. Now you're coming back home again, where you were right before the trip started, in terms of tracks.
Yeah.
And being
kind of processing
reassured.
Everything. Yeah. He's coming to terms now with all of this
right
stuff that all these things that he had just experienced.
Bragging about, burning money to burn and
and now he's home.
Right.
And he's come into his own a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's about to put on a show.
Right.
For his friends.
I remember.
And this is what we hear. Just track 15 called I.
But the #1 rapper in the world, he done traveled all over the world. He came back just to give you some game. All the little boys, come on in.
1, 2, 1, 2, what's happening, fool?
Come on out.
I done been through a whole lot. Tried tribulation, but I know God. The devil wanna put me in a bow tie. Pray that the holy water don't go dry, yeah. As so look around me. So many motherfuckers wanna down me, but enemy gon' never drown me. In front of a dirty double mirror, they found me. And I love myself. I want you looking at me. Tell me what do you see? I love myself. I put a bullet in the back of the head of the police. I love myself. Illuminated by the hand of God, boy, don't seem shy. I love myself. One day at a time.
This whole thing could really be a movie.
I know.
Like most of his albums.
Baby girl, you, come on.
Crazy. What you gonna do?
Lift up your head and keep moving. Turn the mic up.
Punch it.
It's the fashion police, I wear my heart on my sleeve, let the runway start. You know the miserable dealer company. What do you want from me and my skies? Everybody lack confident, everybody lack confident. How many times my potential was anonymous? How many times the city making me promises? So I promise this nigga
I love myself.
I want you looking at me. Tell me what do you see? I've been dealing with depression ever since an adolescent. I can never hear the blessing, I can never see the message, I can never take the lead. I can never bubble weed from a negative and letting them annihilate me. And it's 7 and I'm moving at a million speed. Finna run into a building in my body. Not while I'm up here. Not on my time. Kill the music. Not on my time. We can say that shit for the streets. We can say that shit is for the kids, bro. 2015 niggas tired of playing victim, dog. Niggas ain't trying to play Vic Tutu. How many niggas we done lost? I promised Dave I never used the phrase fuck nigga. He said think about what you saying. Fuck niggas. No better than Samuel on the Django. No better than a white man with slave boats. Sound like I needed some soul searching. My pops gave me some game in real person. Retraced my steps on what they never taught me. Did my homework fast before government caught me. So I'ma dedicate this one verse to Oprah on how the infamous sensitive N-word control us. So many artists gave her an explanation to hold us. Well, this is my explanation, straight from Ethiopia. Negus. Definition, royalty. King royalty. Wait, Kendrick Lamar, by far, realest niggas alive.
Yeah.
Come on.
It reminds me of the concert footage of the Stones in Altamont when they were forced to do the Hell's Angels concert, the infamous Hell's Angels, where one of the guys
they were like stabbing each other.
Yeah, but where Mick actually stopped the music and said, you know, hey man, can't we all just get along? You know, it's it has that feel, and then he, you know,
gives
you can tell he you know, I mean the first with the electric guitar and the band and the live jam, it's like you could tell everybody's having a good time, and then somebody steps off and goes nuts,
too rowdy,
and he shuts it down, and then, you know, it feels like everything just came to his mind. Like, not only am I giving you this free show, but, you know, do you get what's going on? Like,
yeah,
you know,
and him now having so much of this knowledge coming off this trip and coming back to his hometown and seeing these people and faces of people who he knows their relatives have died, the one who just died when he was away. It's like, you know, like you said, he's going into this speech now, or whatever, written word.
So much more
poetry,
confident than the guy who was screaming in the hotel room.
To in a broad sense, I would say, to look at him as a rapper, and just to see the impact that he's had.
Well, that's what I said before. Like, I get it. You know, like you said, he's a rapper, but I can't. It's very difficult to look at this album as, you know, rap music or hip hop music. I get it. You know, that is the foundation of it. But it's so you're not going to hear this. You're not going to hear this anywhere else.
No, it's black rooted. It's a black rooted word,
right?
You know, and then it was morphed into something that was used to degrade black people.
And what's the reference to Oprah? Did she say something?
I'm not sure what that is. I think she had
she came out and said
she has something on her show where she was talking about, like what you said,
never using it.
Yeah, like why do black people use it? Like, why is everyone using it? Like, we should just cut the word out. I'm pretty sure,
completely.
Like, you know, yeah.
Okay.
And he is,
or from anyone else,
similar to what Tupac was, which was not like just a great rapper, a great storyteller, but did so much community-wise, activism-wise, speaking out against all these same things, you know, violence within the community, police brutality, when a lot of other rappers were not being as outwardly.
They were dismissive of it. Yeah, right.
Yep.
And you're right. Coming up on
9 years.
9 years. I mean, it still holds fresh. The messages haven't changed.
Which is good and bad in certain ways.
Yeah, but that goes back. I mean, but that's an ongoing thing.
That's art.
That's an ongoing thing for hundreds of years now.
And it's art to be able to express these things and have them be so timeless and relevant. And the best closing track.
Exclamation point.
Of any of Kendrick's albums. It's track 16. It's called Mortal Man.
Yeah, very memorable.
Hope my flow stay propelling. Let these words be your earth and moon. You consume every message. As I lead this army, make room for mistakes and depression. And with that being said, my nigga, let me ask this question. When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? When shit hit the fan. When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? The ghost of Mandela, hope my flow stay propelling. Let these words be your earth and moon, you consume every message. As I lead this army, make room for mistakes and depression. And with that being said, my nigga, let me ask this question. When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? I question my character and degrade me on every blog. Want you to love me like Nelson, want you to hug me like Nelson. I freed you from being a slave in your mind, you're very welcome. You tell me my song is more than a song, it's surely a blessing. But a prophet ain't a prophet till he asks you this question. When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? Won't you look to your left and right, make sure you ask your friends. When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? And what kind of den did they put you in when the lions start hissing? What kind of bridge did they burn revenge on your mind when it's mentioned? You wanna love like Nelson, you wanna be like Nelson. You wanna walk in his shoes, but your peacemaking seldom. You wanna be remembered and deliver the message that considered the blessing of everyone. This your lesson for everyone. Say when shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? Won't you look to your left and right, make sure you ask your friends. When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? The voice of Mandela, hope this flow stay propelling. Let my word be your earth and moon, you consume every message. Is it Martin Luther, JFK, shooter, you assassin? Is it Jackie, is it Jesse? Oh, I know it's Michael Jackson. Oh, when shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? That nigga gave us Billie Jean, you say he touched those kids? When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? The ghost of Mandela, hope my flow stay propelling. A war that was based on apartheid and discrimination made me want to go back to the city and tell the homies what I learned. The word was respect. Just because you wore a different gang color than mine's doesn't mean I can't respect you as a black man. Forgetting all the pain and hurt we caused each other in these streets. If I respect you, we unify and stop the enemy from killing us. But I don't know. I'm no mortal man. Maybe I'm just another nigga. Shit, and that's all I wrote. I was gonna call it another nigga, but it ain't really a poem. I just felt like it's something you probably could relate to. Other than that, now that I finally got a chance to holler at you, I always want to ask you about a certain situation, about a metaphor, actually. You spoke on the ground. What you mean by that? What the ground represent?
The ground is going to open up and swallow the evil.
Right.
That's how I see it. My word is born. I see, and the ground is the symbol for the poor people.
Right.
The poor people is going to open up this whole world and swallow up the rich people. Because the rich people are going to be so fat and they're going to be so appetizing. You know what I'm saying? Wealthy, appetizing. The poor going to be so poor and hungry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like, you know what I'm saying?
Would you consider yourself a fighter at heart, or somebody that only reacts when they back is against the wall?
Shit, I like to think that And every opportunity I've ever been threatened with resistance, it's been met with resistance. And not only me, but it goes down my family tree. You know what I'm saying? It's in my veins to fight back.
All right, well, how long you think it take before niggas be like, we fighting the war, I'm fighting the war I can't win, and I want to lay it all down?
In this country, a black man only have like 5 years we can exhibit maximum strength. And that's right now, while you a teenager, while you still strong, while you still want to lift weights, while you still want to shoot back. Because once you turn 30, it's like they take the heart and soul out of a man, out of a black man in this country.
Trip me out sometimes.
Because it's spirits. We ain't even really rapping. We just letting our dead homies tell stories for us.
Damn. I wanted to read one last thing to you. It's actually something a good friend had wrote, describing my world. It says, the caterpillar is a prisoner to the streets that conceived it. Its only job is to eat or consume everything around it in order to protect itself from this mad city. While trapped inside these walls, certain ideas take root, such as going home and bringing back new concepts to this mad city. The result? Wings begin to emerge, breaking the cycle of feeling stagnant. Finally free, the butterfly sheds light on situations that the caterpillar never considered, ending the internal struggle. Although the butterfly and caterpillar are completely different, they are one and the same. What's your perspective on that? Pop. Pop.
Whew. Good. Really good. Good to hear it again.
That last track's intense.
Very.
I mean, speaking of putting a movie in a song.
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit. Where do I even start once I calm down a little bit? I mean, the actual song portion is so good, which is almost hard to remember.
Right.
After this 8-minute.
Right.
But when the shit hits the fan, are you still a fan?
Right.
One of the most memorable, I think, Kendrick lines that has stuck with me since I ever first heard it, and something that, you know, again, speaking of this as a classic record, which I think it is, I think as time goes on, this song just becomes more and more and more relevant. Almost doesn't need to be said, you know, artists like Kanye and stuff, and at the time it was Michael Jackson, right? These people that were at the face of a lot of criticism and controversies and questioning, you know, when the shit hits the fan, are you still a fan?
Yeah.
You know, he went further into that on like Mr. Morale, you know, where he analyzed himself as it, right? As you said, like not being a savior and just being a man and someone who creates art. And, you know, if you look to these people as a god or as a savior, as the perfect image of someone, then you're bound to be let down or disappointed.
Right. Just a mortal man.
If you're not looking at them just for their art and as an artist. That conversation that he's having with him.
Yeah.
And again, I'm probably rehashing things again, but I'll just say it just to say it.
2 years ago.
Yeah. So he was originally going to title the album To Pimp a Caterpillar so that the acronym would be Tupac.
Oh.
But he thought that was way too on the nose. That if anyone wrote it out, T2PAC, that he didn't want that to be, he wanted to save that for the album to be a experience that he didn't want to hint at it at all, that was sort of the concept of the album.
It's disturbing that we haven't grown and changed to the point that we can, like he said, doesn't matter what gang colors you wear or what skin. I mean, he sang about it, right? Doesn't matter. We just can't. There's something so selfish in human nature, whether it's, you know, being rich and getting fat and having all the toys and having everything you want and keeping it, or Democrat versus Republican. You know, never has there been a time where we're so divided. And he said, you know, it's just really, I'd like to think that my music, you know, that music can just bring everybody together. And we do, we let it sometimes, but only to the point, I think, when we're so stressed and we don't know what else to do, and we have to put these headphones on and find a place to escape and feel like there's somebody out there that gets it, you know?
Even though that is a very cool, would have been a cool thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, it just shows how much thought he puts into these.
Yeah.
That he didn't even want anyone to get the hint of, you know, having any involvement of him in it. So that once you first hear it, you can get the full experience. What else can I say? I'll turn it to you, since this is, you know, this is my millionth time hearing it. This is your second.
It's better than it was the first time. Lot less complicated for me to fathom. Easier to fly through because I just can't wait to hear, you know, the next piece. Musically great, lyrically, the whole thing needs to be read by any fan, you know, song by song.
Yeah.
Even if you're humming along as you're reading it, it's just, you're right, it's just a classic masterpiece.
Yeah.
Very plain and simple, black and white cover. I'm so glad that that you picked this one now after so much time, because I remember being so moved by it at the time, thinking I would go back, but I didn't, because we do this pretty regularly.
We listen to a lot.
And it was a pleasure, actually, because I'm reminded about Mr. Morale and Good Kid, Mad. He's mentioning all that, Mad City, and that whoever wrote that poem, that had a big impact on him. It's just
and the whole concept of you're like you're saying, whoever wrote that, it's like, it just makes you think, right? Like, how did all these things align into this project?
I don't know.
The poem from his friend.
I don't know.
His trip to Africa, his experiences at home.
The agony in the hotel.
Like, how all this was able to come together into a extremely cohesive, strung together piece of.
It's a force
music.
of nature. It's a force of nature, is what it is.
He
was just propelled. There's no way he could have left that last album and dove into this without, some sort of divine inspiration.
Yeah.
Lyrically, performance-wise,
it's just.
Yeah, it was great.
He's one of a kind. I'm just so glad that you got to.
Me too.
Like, hear it as I hear it and how so many other people hear it.
Yeah. It definitely.
Like, now if you heard someone say, "Oh, it's Pimp a Butterfly," as a, classic, best rap album, you'd be like, okay. Like.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I get it now. Like,
Yep.
Even with you still enjoying, parts of it, the first listen, it's just such a different.
No, it's a different way to listen, because
which almost just shows you how advanced he is, because it's like you almost needed to, if you're someone just getting into hip hop, it's kind of like you need to go through this deep understanding to some level before you can appreciate really what this is,
which makes the epicness of it all more explainable, more understandable, to say, hey, listen to this, and now I'm going to give you history where this came from, so that in 2 years from now, when we go back and listen to it again, you're gonna hear it like it
was all part of the plan.
Yeah, like it was
going to happen.
like just reading a nursery rhyme.
I definitely didn't think, like, 3 tracks in last time, that it was never going to work. No, I knew it was going to work.
That was pretty bold.
Yeah. So, a classic.
Worth revisiting, absolutely.
2 years now of our channel. So, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Anyone who's joined at any point, whether it's from the beginning or if you just found us.
Yeah.
Again, I'll say, if you're new here, please subscribe. It's been a few videos now, but subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, we have so many other rap reactions. We've done every single Kendrick album. You could even watch the old one of this. It's still up on the channel. And, you know, a bunch of other genres, pop.
Yeah, and just, I think just also joining me and us on the journey of just not only exploring maybe new songs and music that neither one of us has listened to, but also, you know, appreciating music like this that I never would have, you know, picked in a million years based on my listening experience.
So if you enjoyed, subscribe.
You too could be this way in 2 years if you're my age.
Everyone has hope. Thank you guys so much for joining or giving any interaction on the channel over the past couple of years. We appreciate it.
Patreon people.
Yeah. If you're on YouTube and you want to see the full reaction to this without any edits or cuts, you can watch it on the Patreon just for a couple $. If you'd like to support. If not, leave a like. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you next week with a new album and new video. Peace.